Good morning, everybody. Hey now! Gold Standard Radio Network, 6:56 a.m. February the 20th, 2026, if we can believe this already. On a seasonably warm 38 degrees J with rain for the first time falling in over a month, and not snow or ice in southern Ontario. Light rain. Depressing. Late winter light rain as the snow begins to melt. It's very, very depressing, right? The snow has been on the ground for about 6 straight weeks, and we had 2 feet of snow, and now we're down to our last 4 to 6 inches, and dwindling fast. Just like the coins have been dwindling and dwindling fast, right? And if we go look at the fucking coins, because everybody cares about these fucking coins. The coins can abuse them. The coins can beat them. The coins can molest you, and you still come crawling back like a battered wife to the fucking coins, right? Always with these fucking coins. Fucking coin here, fucking coin there. 99% down, and you guys will still ask me about that fucking coin that's down 99%. Then it'll go down 99% from there, and you'll fucking ask about that. Then it'll go fucking bankrupt, and you'll ask about that fucking coin again. I don't get it. But since you like the fucking coins, and some of these bankrupt coins, like Algo, IOTA, these coins are garbage. Let's look at IOTA. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's a pump and dump. It's a Fugazi coin. It's a manipulated coin that is used for liquidity to take your fucking money and put it into their pockets. Look at this. You guys are asking me about this. Should I buy this? Let's clean this fucking chart up, right? The gold standard's a little bit irritated this morning. Let's clean the chart up. Look at that. From the day it came out in, what was that, 2018? 2018. The fucking thing went down 99.9%. And the only time it ever did anything was during the COVID rally, where everybody in crypto just bought everything, right? Then you had the big bear market. And then during the biggest pump, the biggest bull market, the biggest hysteria in cryptocurrency history, you can't even see the move that this fucking pile of shit made. That's it. That's all it did. Right there. There's the Donald Trump fucking move. Right there. And it's given back 99% of that already. But that's all it did. It didn't do anything. Why? Because this coin is fucking dead. Dead! There could be, in theory, some coins that are useful and that have long-term, use case. But not this one. This one went down, where's that at? Where's the bottom? 96 point some odd percent. And then on its pump, it was still down 77.54%, and now at current price, it's down 96.7%. Other than a facilitated, strategic / luck play where you buy on the 99% bottom and try to get the move you got to zoom in on to fucking see, right? To try to win on that, look at your margin of error. You barely have any margin of error. You have one little spot to buy and one little spot to sell to try to make any fucking money on this thing, right? So I am not a big IOTA fan in the Internet of Things, the Internet of this, the Internet of shit, the Internet of productivity. I don't believe this has anything to do with any of that, right? So that's one. I wouldn't be buying that fucking thing, right? That's just my own opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. A little bit hostile this morning. Look at this fucking thing. Another pile of shit. H-bar. It gets a lot of people in the crypto world talk about it because this like IOTA was heavily paid with heavily paid promoters across the social media sphere, and they promoted the shit out of this coin along with IOTA, along with Quant, right? I could name 10 other ones. Cardano, right? There was some other fucking fleece coin back in the day. Crow coin or some shit, right? But this was another one that was heavily pushed And that's the only reason anybody even thinks about this piece of shit. And I don't think it's going to have anything to do with anything. And you can see where it had the one time to really make some good money in this coin at 7:01 a.m. and I'm late. I've been on a roll being late recently. This is unacceptable. But the only real time that you could have made any good money, you couldn't do it on the IPO or ICO, excuse me, the initial coin offering, right? You couldn't do it in 2022 because it opened up there and it got promoted. So that way all the early investors or the people that created this fucking garbage and then gave it out to the paid promoters, they sold from here down to there, and that's where they exited off of your momentum, getting you to buy that piece of shit, right? And the only time you had a chance to make money, again, and this shows some more credence to these are pump and dumps. You had to buy it after, well, you could have bought it anytime after June 13th of 2022, and just at different prices, minus this area. You wouldn't want to buy here in April of 24 because you wouldn't have really made that much money. That's the only, those little areas. And then right here, right before the pump, if you were able to hold it for 3 years where it was trickling down and didn't capitulate out, that's your window right here to make your money in this coin. From November 18th to January 20th. You had to be out by January 20th. That's your move to make the money. To get these big wicks, you were never going to get that unless you already had a sell order in. But it gave you from December 20, what is that? December 9th through January 13th to sell. So you had about 3 weeks in an up and down 30% volatile move, squiggling up to get out. And that was it, right? And then it's giving it all back. You're 13 months later and you're about 90% of that move gone, right? And 100% of the returns that you would have made. And now 90% of the people that hyped in on that are under and out of money right now and underwater. It's a pump and dump. That's how you got to look at these fucking coins. They are S&P pump and dump, penny stocks. That's it. That's what they are. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't get your emotions crushed. Don't start crying or feeling bad for yourself because you were sold and bought a bill of goods. The gold standard is telling you the truth. The gold standard is giving you the information you need. Bitcoin, 100,000 X's were made in 2010, 2014, 2013, 2012, when you didn't know about crypto, let alone IOTA or any shit like that, right? That's the cold hard truth. The same thing for XRP. It's just somebody with great marketing, when they came out with this fucking coin, they built a great marketing stream to get almost a fanatical base, a fan base, a fanboys, a community that is diehard, like watching and supporting a football team, right? They just love it, whether it kicks them in the balls or not. They just think this fucking thing is going to change the world because of the great marketing that XRP did in Ripple to create an XRP army, almost like a sub-cult in this world, right? They did a great job doing that, and these people are diehards. And even when they're gifted a bag after buying this thing at 12 and 15 and 18 cents, 2 cents, a half a penny, if they were there, but they weren't there in 2014 or 15. The XRP army got created in 2016, 2017, right? So if they bought it at 14 cents, 12 cents, 30 cents, they are programmed not to sell even at 380, 360, 320. They won't sell, right? And then they just can repeatedly watch the rich buy it when it's down, pump it, sell it to the new brainwashed sheeple, and then let it tank again because it's a legal pump and dump. That's it. Right now this thing is giving back about 70% of its move, and it's going to be back 100% before you know it in XRP. And you're sitting again right on that 200-day moving average, if not slightly above it. And eventually we're going to have capitulation in all these fucking coins. An XRP could go down as low as 32 cents, but the forecast from the gold standard is that blue support and resistance box. That's sitting from about 60 cents, 58 cents, all the way to about the 69 cents. An area that was major support and resistance for about 2 years. It could potentially break below that, and that's where 32 cents, capitulation, max fear comes into play. And I think that's going to happen before the end of spring. right? Because we're about 13 months, 14 months now from the last blow off top and height. And then you had your mid-ground bear market euphoric rally in July. So that means by month 17, we should be starting to round that bottom and start to slowly build your next uptrend, right? But I think there's big capitulation coming across the sphere. XLM could capitulate as far down as 7 cents, potentially 2 cents. Ethereum could go all the way down, potentially to $495. If it breaks that, it could go much lower. And the Bitcoin price, that's right, this fucking Bitcoin price. We're eyeing 51,000 next, and then potentially $27,000 capitulation low with 11,000 as an outside marker, right? These are the warnings. The shots have been fired. The calls have been made. The warnings have been shouted from the hilltops. And the gold standard again is saying, I warned you. I educated you. The ball is in your court. The game is on. The time is ticking. The chance for life-changing crypto gains again are vastly approaching. And the key question, the only question, the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Do you have any capital? Do you know how to strategically capitalize on the move that's coming to take 10x and life-changing gains on the rally? If not, join Jabroni Killers. If so, proceed with caution and execute your game plan. Stick with the gold standard. We're here for the retail trader at 7:08 a.m. We're going to have to sign off. And once again, we appreciate your broadcast. The buy, sell, Ethereum, up, down, green, red. No, panic. Oh, it could go lower. No, buy. It could go higher. Sell, up, options, buy options, 10 contracts. We appreciate you not doing any of that and enjoying our broadcast from the Gold Standard Radio Network. We will be live once again from the mobile radio compound, February the 21st, Saturday, February the 21st, 2026. We appreciate your deep following and communicating with the channel. Signing off from the Gold Standard.